So I'm a firm believer in what Duke Ellington said. Duke Ellington said, there's only two types of music, good and not so good. This is a very unique location, I would say. You know, it's actually a challenge to play in a place like this and capture the attention and the focus of the audience. It's really unique and interesting because for us, it's always a thrill to play a new place. And it's also a thrill to know a new audience, to get to know a new audience. So what you're going to feel tonight is how we communicate and connect with this audience in this environment. You know, in jazz we have an expression. The expression, I don't know if you ever heard this expression, but we always use it among jazz musicians. The expression is, play the room. You know, I played by ear. My ear got developed very fast, from 4 to 9. And then at 9, I told my parents I wanted to study classical music. So they sent me to the National Conservatoire. And I studied the whole career, 10 years of piano. Until I was, my degree was a professor in music, a professor of piano music. And I discovered jazz at 14 years old. I discovered jazz in the radio because I heard the great Art Tatum, the great jazz pianist, playing D42. I played music since I was 4.5 years old. I started because I come from a very musical family, full of classical musicians and popular musicians, composers. And ever since I remember, music has been my life because every time the family got together, my grandparents or my uncles, my aunts, everybody took turns playing accordion or guitar, singing, playing percussion, or playing the piano. So for me, it was the natural way of interacting with the family. And the family is very important in the Caribbean. So for me, music is also a synonym of a family life, you know, how the gathering was always like a family party. Creativity is a very deep subject, but in reality, this is the ultimate challenge. We call it the risk element in jazz, because that's what we live for. This is what we always aim at, keeping the music fresh and honest in front of the audience. So the creativity is really being ready, first of all, technically, so you have absolute command of your instrument, so there's no limits. My teacher used to say, my classical teacher used to say, what good is it to have all these wonderful ideas and all the wonderful melodies if you cannot play them? So you have to strive at having absolute command of the instrument first, and then there's nothing blocking the flow of creativity. And that's what we do, jazz players. The whole lifetime is spent in, we call it polishing the diamond, so it shines, so that light can go through you as a diamond, and you can share it with your audience. For me, a musician is somebody that plays just the notes. For me, an artist is the one that plays the message behind the notes. So it's more than just notes. It's not just notes on a paper. It's the feeling of the music. If this is a celebratory peace, it has to be festive, it has to be positive. If it's introspective, I want it to be deep, not just a mood, but really have a message. And that's where the art starts. And that's what jazz musicians really do. We share experiences, our life experiences, our feelings. It's not just notes, it's not just bravura, it's more than that, it's passion. It's the way we live, it's the way we think, it's the way we feel. And that's why if we can make an audience get goosebumps, if we make them smile, if we make them cry, that is what makes us satisfied.